Thank you very much. Once more, congratulations to China. And now we move to this other item. I invite IUCN to present the nomination on the Hyrcanian Forest, Islamic Republic of Iran. But before I give the floor to the Secretariat, Mr. Balzama, you have the floor.
Thank you, Chair. This is just to remind the committee that we received a factual error notification concerning the evaluation of the Hyrcanian Forest nomination, and this is to be found on page 2 of the English version of this document and on page 2 as well of the French version of the same document in faith before. Thank you.
Thank you. IUCN, please, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. IUCN's evaluation of the property is on page 17 of both the English and French version of the IUCN evaluation report. Next slide, please. The nominated property is situated in the Caspian Hyrcanian mixed forest ecoregion, stretching 850 kilometers along the southern coast of the Caspian Sea. The nominated site is a serial site with 15 components covering 2 main ecotones, separated from the Caucasus to the west and from the semi-desert areas to the east. In total, around 7% of the remaining Hyrcanian forest in Iran, which is 1.85 million hectares, has been included in the nomination. All components are surrounded by buffer zones, and 6 of them are configured into 3 clusters. Next slide, please. The 15 components represent examples of the various stages and features of the Hyrcanian forest ecosystem, from swamp forest up to the tree line and subalpine meadows, and even some alpine ecosystem. The Hyrcanian region also includes non-forested rangeland above the tree line, as well as formerly forested lowland areas. The nominated property contains tertiary relics from broad-leaf forests that 25 to 15 million years ago covered most part of the Northern Temperate zone. The 15 components have been selected as the best and sometimes unique existing sample of the relic forest. Apart from the forested belt shared between 3 provinces, there are some smaller forest ecosystems rich in Hyrcanian species remaining in Azerbaijan, and a few patches with scrub forest in Turkmenistan. Next slide, please. The Hyrcanian forest is considered as an origin for European broadleaf forest, and due to the isolation, hosts many relics, endangered regional and local endemic plant species. The floristic biodiversity is remarkable, with over 3,200 vascular plants documented, of which approximately 280 taxa are endemic and sub-endemic for the Hyrcanian region, and about 500 plant species are Iranian endemics. To date, 58 mammal species and 180 birds have been recorded. Persian leopard and the wild goat are among the most threatened and iconic mammals within the property. Many birds on the IUCN Red List, such as the steppe eagle, the European turtle dove, the eastern imperial eagle, semi-collared flycatcher, as well as the near-endemic Caspian tit, has also been observed in the region. Next slide, please. The narrow coastal plains along the Caspian Sea are heavily degraded and almost entirely converted into cultivated areas. However, the forest ecosystem has so far been preserved in the higher altitudes. The main potential threats identified for the Hyrcanian forest include unsustainable grazing within the components and overgrazing in the buffer zones, illegal logging and deadwood collection, and unregulated access system with vehicle traffic on forest roads, poaching, and unsustainable tourism. Climate change may also be noted as a potential threat, for example, through changes in precipitation and cloud cover patterns. Next slide, please. Although the boundaries of the components do not fully align with legally protected areas, the state party has provided additional information confirming that every component is strictly protected by national legislation and utilization of the area is legally regulated in all components. That said, there is a need to improve enforcement of legal protection and harmonize the boundaries of the protected areas with the World Heritage property if inscribed by the committee. The management of the properties components is under the responsibility of 3 national agencies. The cooperation between these organizations is functioning well, and a newly established coordination mechanism across the whole serial property should guarantee full comprehensive management of the site in future. Each component has a management plan, and there are proposals to develop a master management plan for the property, which should be expedited. In conclusion, IUCN considers that the requirement for integrity, protection. In conclusion, IUCN considers that the requirement for integrity, protection, and management are met and has made some recommendation concerning the need for improved law enforcement and road closure and access management. Next slide. In summary, IUCN considers that the nominated property meets criterion 9 as it covers most of the environmental features and ecological values of the whole Hyrcanian region. IUCN further considers that the nominated property has the potential to meet criterion 10, but there is a need to undertake inventories which confirm the presence of key species within the 15 components. Next slide, please. The draft decision recommending inscription of this nominated property under criterion 9 is set out on page 5 of both the English and French version of the working documents 8B. IUCN has also recommended the potential for this property, should it be inscribed, to be extended to incorporate the Hyrcan Forest in Azerbaijan, and has been pleased to initiate discussions with the host country here to explore. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you very much. Are there any comments? Azerbaijan, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My delegation congratulates the State Party for the successful nomination. We also appreciate the IUCN evaluation of this nomination. We would like to mention that as a unique ecosystem in itself, Hyrcan Forest has an OUV which plays a highly important role as a main tool for ecosystem services of the region. As a common and transboundary forest ecosystem, Hyrcan Forest covers the territory of 2 countries, as it was already mentioned by the IUCN, the Republic of Azerbaijan and the Islamic Republic of Iran. Since 2006, the Vilnius decision, which is already mentioned in the draft decision, Azerbaijan, the government of Azerbaijan, took very important measures in the field of conservation and protection of Hyrcan forest as a common ecosystem for future generations, as well as preventing it from possible human factors and climate change. During this period, Azerbaijan has established national park on the base of Hyrcan Reserve in its territory. Regarding to this process, Azerbaijan has updated its national legislation. The territory of national park has been broadened from 20,000 to 40,000 hectares, and the buffer zone also has been widened and precised in important scope. Better conditions have been organized for the population of rare flora and fauna species in the area of the national park, and at the same time management of the territory has been increased. Given all this information, Azerbaijan regrets that we were not able to present joint nomination with the Islamic Republic of Iran. and celebrate the inscription of this unique natural site together. As this could be another testimony of successful transboundary cross-border cooperation that we are enjoying with the Islamic Republic of Iran for last years. However, we appreciate the recommendation of IUCN for dialogue between state parties concerned, and we would like to emphasize that Azerbaijan is ready and interested in the preparation of transboundary nomination, adding Azerbaijani part of Hyrcan Forest to the inscribed one today. We would be happy to work in a very constructive way with the Islamic Republic of Iran and IUCN in order to have extensions of this file. At the end, Mr. Chairman, I would like to kindly ask you to add our statement to the summary records of today's discussions. Thank you.
Thank you. It will be definitely added. And now I don't see any other comments from the committee members. Do we have any additional draft on this item?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. We have just a technical correction in the final paragraph of the decision to reflect the appropriate country name for the Republic of Azerbaijan. But other than this correction, the decision remains unamended.
So thank you very much. If there are any other proposals and objections, I therefore declare draft decision 43.8b.4 adopted. Let me congratulate the Islamic Republic of Iran on behalf of the entire committee for the inscription of this property on the World Heritage List and express the hope that soon Azerbaijan will also join to this project. Now, representative of State Party from Iran, please, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. We would like to extend our sincere thanks to the distinguished committee members as well as IUCN for the decision taken regarding our nomination. Mr. Chair, in 2016, the desert of Lut was inscribed. Now the Hyrcanian. From desert to forest, the ecosystem diversity. It is a historical event for our country that introduced this valuable natural treasure to the world. The inscription of the Hyrcanian will open a new horizon, bringing about a high level of protection for the forest and a new vision for next generations. Thanks to all local communities in 5 provinces of Iran and Soko Foundation, and also the host country, Republic of Azerbaijan, for their warm hospitality and for the magnificent event. We sincerely invite the Republic of Azerbaijan to join the Hyrcanian Forest World Heritage Site by an extension nomination.
Thank you very much.
For poetry, definitely. As you know, the glowing Hyrcanian forests, which are amazingly diverse, would wonder if I don't greet them in poetic verse. One can wander in them joyfully for hours upon hours, surrounded by the mystery of their mesmerizing flowers. Gaze and admire the marvelous wealth of biodiversity of these rare ancient woodlands based in Caspian Sea. Their swaying proud branches, which are beyond words, are tipsy with hundreds of types of singing birds. Eagles majestically soar over the mountains so steep, as among the rocks wild goats playfully skip and leap. Majestic Persian Leopard mysteriously prowl and roam, reveling in this wildland that they have made their home. The mysteries of these forests, for millions of years concealed, did not imagine that in Baku, to the world they would be revealed. The miracle of World Heritage is making a channel through history to uncover from the dust of ages what has been cloaked in mystery, bringing to human hearts secrets that on perfumed winds used to blow through this vast enhanced forest millions of years ago. Today, I can hear the urgency of the cry of each and every tree begging us to save the environment. Dear friends, heed the plea. We are eagerly waiting that the nomination filed with Republic of Azerbaijan will arrive. Thank you.
Thank you for such a poetic intervention. Thank you. Once more, we congratulate Islamic Republic of Iran for this inscription. So we proceed to the next item, and